Hey loves, my name is Amber, welcome to my channel, and today we're going to be unboxing the December edition of the Down the Rabbit Hole book box. For anybody who may not be familiar, Down the Rabbit Hole book box is a monthly subscription service that sends you one dark read a month, as well as a variety of mystery gifts that you open throughout your reading experience. This particular box's theme is Murder House. As a brief disclaimer, while this video is not monetarily sponsored in any way, I did receive the December box from the company in order to review and feature on my social channels. But with that, let's go ahead and pop it open. So already, just first impressions, it looks like we have a ton of goodies. So like I said, this month's theme is Murder House. For the December edition of the book box, we got a little pamphlet that gives you a little bit of information about the book and the author. And it looks like this month's book is called The Woman in the Dark, which definitely, just by the cover visuals, already has those kind of spooky, haunted kind of vibes. But let's go ahead and see what it's about. What she can't see can hurt her. For Sarah and Patrick, family life has always been easy until her mother's death sends Sarah spiraling into depression. When she overdoses on sleeping pills, Sarah insists it was an accident, but neither Patrick nor their teenage children believe her. Determined to give their family a fresh start, Patrick convinces her to move back to the idyllic beachside home where he grew up. But there is a catch. The once beautiful old house is now known as the Murder House. It has been standing empty for 15 years, ever since another family was brutally slaughtered within its walls. Nostalgic for his childhood, Patrick is adamant that this can be their dream home again. Sarah tries to bring it back to its original warmth, but as locals hint that the house is haunted, the children begin having nightmares, strange writing appears on the walls, and creepy gifts suddenly arrive on the doorstep at odd hours. With the news that the murderer has been paroled, Sarah can't shake the feeling that something just isn't right. Not with the house, not with the town, not even with her own loving husband, whose stories about his perfect childhood suddenly aren't adding up. Can Sarah uncover the secrets of the murder house before another family is destroyed? Alright, so it definitely looks like it's gonna be some spooky vibed kind of shit, and I'm here for it. It definitely sounds, literally it sounds like the premise of a horror movie. But with that, let's take a little bit more of a look at the box itself. So not only do you get a book, you also get a bookmark guaranteed every month. And normally the bookmark tends to be just like a standard printed paper bookmark, but it looks like in this box we didn't get one of those because instead we got this metal bookmark of a bird in a cage. It doesn't feel metal because it's so thin and delicate. Like, honestly, I'd be a little bit nervous about breaking it. But we have this beautiful, dainty little bookmark. So with that, all we have left in the box are all of our different mystery items that we will be opening throughout the reading experience. Within the book, there are different sticky notes that tell you when to open the corresponding gifts that have different labels on them, so you know which one you're supposed to open when. And it looks like this month we have 6 different items, which is definitely the most in a box that I personally have received so far. So I'm very, very excited to see what we get. Are you going to Helen's book club tonight? It is time to open gift 1. Helen's Book Club gift Bookish stickers. These theme stickers include 50 pieces designed for the book lover in all of us. We have this whole giant stack, 50 different stickers. Some of these are actually really cute, and they like did not need to go this hard and give like 50 whole stickers. Like, what the hell? That's so cool. Some of these are so cute too. Like, I can't wait to find things to put these on because some of them are just real pretty. I've put cushions on the sofa in the living room, pictures on the walls. The old gas fire is not exactly the wood-burning stove of our dreams, but it gives off a cozy glow and warmth. I've lit scented candles and put flowers on the coffee table. It smells of cinnamon and polish. Not beautiful yet, but getting there. Alright, so here we have gift 2, which based on the reading, I definitely think I have an idea of what it is. Like, I'm assuming that it's going to be a candle of some sort, but we'll go ahead, find out. Okay, it has to be a candle because it's very fragrant, but it feels like it's glass. So first off, we just have it in the packaging. And it is a beautiful aesthetic, just like kind of a nice little minimal with this cute little floral print. Looks like it's from the brand Sunday's Child. It is a 5-ounce, 100% soy wax candle. The scent is called Bookish, and it looks like it has tones of leather, tobacco leaf, patchouli, caramel, and musk, which is definitely a very, very curious combination. Scents that I'm kind of getting from it are like a guy just took a shower at a rich person's house and then put on baby powder. So oddly specific, but like that's the vibe that I'm getting from this candle. And you can see the inside. It's just like a nice plain soy wax. It's definitely, like, it's a nice scent. I'm definitely not into it. It's just so very specific. It's very subtle. Like, it's not super explicit in one way or the other. It's just a nice, yeah, a nice subtle scent. I don't really know how to explain it any better than I already have. The door isn't all the way closed, so I push it open and peer in. Joe is on his bed, staring up at the ceiling, his sketchbook open on the floor. He's drawn a boy standing on what looks like a cliff edge. Alright, so it has come time to open gift 3, and like based on the context clues of the book, I'm pretty sure it's going to end up being a sketchbook, but there's also like something that kind of feels like fabric inside, so maybe we have like a cute little pencil case or something like that, but we'll go ahead and pop into it. Cute. Okay, so we do have a sketch pad, which is actually really, really cool because while I've been reading the book, the mother in the story as well as the son are both like artists who do like sketching and painting and things like that. And while reading the book, they keep mentioning different sketch pads and things. And I've just been sitting here thinking like, it's been a really long time since I've had a sketchbook to use. Like, I should get one. Now I don't need to because I have one. But we also have one other item that was in this package. Oh, if I'm not mistaken, it's a pillowcase cover. This is this cute little Bookish pillowcase that we have. A really pretty color, actually. I like that it's almost kind of like an orangish burgundy. And then this cute little book stack definitely pairs well with the aesthetic of a lot of the Bookish stickers that we got as well. And while this is less of a direct, like, quotable reference, throughout the book they have been discussing like decorating and renovating things, so this definitely pairs well with the whole decor kind of vibe. She holds out a handful of tiny pebbles in a dozen pastel shades. Wet from the sea, the sun turns them into glittering jewels. Alright, so we're up to gift 4, which is in this nice shimmery gold packaging, which is definitely an intrigue. There's not really many physical items that have been mentioned in these past couple of pages, except for like stones and pebbles from a beach, so I'm like, it could be some kind of like rock kind of thing. I don't know. We're gonna find out because that feels a little, I don't know, not down the rabbit hole, so. Oh, jewelry maybe? Let's, oh, very tangled. Okay, give me a second to sort this out. We have this little chain, this gorgeous, looks like a light catcher. And then it even has like a cute little fairy charm on the bottom, which so far has no reference to the... I'm not gonna lie, I am a little confused by this item because like wind chimes have been mentioned throughout the book and like the main protagonist has been hearing the sound of wind chimes. So this would make sense if it were more wind chimey. This doesn't really have any like noise making elements to it. It's more just like a sun catcher to hang in a window. But it's still like wind chimes haven't been mentioned anywhere recently in the book where I've been reading. So I'll be honest, I'm a little confused at the wait. Okay. No, around where the sticker was, okay, they're on a beach and they're talking about, like, they had pebbles and things, and I think they mentioned a comment about, like, the pebbles turning, like, rainbow or, like, crystal-like or jewel-like or something. The pebbles looked like jewels in the sunlight, and so we have jewels to go in the sunlight. That's cute. It's a less direct reference, but one that still makes a lot of sense after my dumbass figured it out. I pick up my mug from last night and stare down into it. All those cups of tea he's been making me. It's not my future in tea leaves I'm looking for, though. It's white residue from crushed sleeping pills. Okay, so where we're at in the book right now is starting to get so fucked up. So we have gift 5 in this envelope, which is definitely a new kind of packaging from the box. Okay. Oh, that's so fucked up. Oh my god, the dark humor is fucking hysterical. Okay, so for context with awful. Okay, so for context with the book, we just ended a chapter where the wife in the situation, the wife is like the main protagonist of the book. There's Sarah. And Sarah has been like super out of it lately and trying to figure out, and like her husband has just been like sketch as fuck, blah, 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 whatever. The wife like stopped taking a medication that she had been prescribed because she didn't think she needed it anymore and it was kind of being more forced upon her by the husband, so she stopped taking it and hadn't really been feeling any better and has definitely just been like out of it and like sleeping more often than not and just like in a total funk. So we just got the reveal like at the end of the chapter that her husband has been crushing sleeping pills into her tea to keep her like subdued and tired and just like not present. Which is so fucked up. So as our item, we have nighttime tea. Awful. So yeah, it's called Florence Nightingale, which is, you know, cute, punny, but it's a nighttime tea blend. Looks like it's caffeine free to help you get ready for bed. That's so fucked up. That's so fucking funny. Awful. Terrible. That's hilarious. The chain is dusty, but I recognize it right away. It's my mother's necklace, the gold chain with the sapphire pendant, her best necklace she used to call it, always putting it on when we went back to visit. Alright, so we are finally on our 6th and final item of the box. I have an assumption of what it is, especially based on where the sticker was. We're talking about, like, within the book, the, like, main protagonist of the stories had, like, a jewelry box of her mother's old jewelry that went missing and she hasn't been able to track it down. Well, she hasn't been able to track down most of it. We just found like one of the pieces was in the daughter's bedroom. So I'm assuming that it's gonna be a necklace, but let's go ahead and find out. I was right in it being a necklace, but it's a really, really pretty necklace. We've got some little like deer antlers with a little like crystal jewel on it and then like a sapphire colored jewel which goes perfectly because the necklace within the book was mentioned. It was gold with a sapphire pendant. So that is a perfect little reference, but also just like a really, really pretty necklace. And it doesn't feel like super cheap or anything. Like I'll be honest, was kind of expecting more of like a little bit of a cheaper necklace. Like I'm actually really, really excited to get some use out of this because this is gorgeous. All right, so those were all of the items from the December Down the Rabbit Hole book box with the theme of Murder House. I'm honestly so excited about this box. Like this may actually have been my favorite of the boxes so far. It's so hard to judge though, especially, you know what? I don't even know how to categorize. Like maybe this isn't my favorite. I feel like this has been the most items so far, so that's definitely exciting, especially considering that this one had like so many nice quality and like higher end items, it feels like. Like this one feels like it's just been slightly more elevated above the others, but the others were so good as well that it's like hard to judge. I absolutely adored this month's box though. The book was fine. The book was fairly decent. I have finished it at this point. I would read it again, but it's unfortunately not exactly what I was expecting going into it. I assumed it was going to be a little bit more paranormal, and it ended up being a little bit more just real life abuse and things. As for all of the items we got, like I can honestly say I don't think I disliked any of the items. Like the teas maybe weren't the most extra, but it did directly relate to the book and it was fucking hysterical. And then the rest just felt like so high quality. Like we got a beautiful necklace, we got a beautiful sun catcher, we got a beautiful candle, we got an entire collection of Bookish I was gonna say candles, stickers, and a whole ass sketch pad and a pillowcase. Like I'm kind of losing my shit over how many items were in this actual box and how high quality they all were. Like I would have expected for the quality of some of the items that we got, I would have expected for this box to have had less items, and we just had a ton. Like I think this is the most items that we've seen in one of these boxes so far, at least ones that I've personally gotten. There have been a few months that I haven't received, but I am like constantly blown away by the quality and the items of this box. And like it would be such a great box for anybody who is into just like darker reads, for more horror and creepy stuff, for just books in general and who enjoy book boxes. I think the concept of having it being more directly related to the book is fantastic. And I think this month is the most direct references that we've gotten so far. Some of the other ones have been a little bit more metaphorical in their interpretations, or some of them were just like it was kind of right but not exact, and the books were a little bit more specific about things, blah blah blah, whatever. So I definitely think that this month, out of the boxes that they've done so far, has been the most on point with their direct references to things in the book. Like if anybody has any interest in checking out the subscription box for yourself, I highly recommend it. You can actually get 10% off your first purchase using the code MyFirstBox10. I don't make any commission off that or anything. That's just like a fun little gift the company has for you guys. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I had a blast hanging out with y'all. Peace.